if I have my opponent in a guillotine here, and I'm side mounted here, I've got to be super, super strong to tap him. Maybe I can do it if he's really giving it to me, but unless my arms are huge, I'm not going to get it. If he moves into half guard, come into half guard, here, I haven't improved things much. Like, again, maybe if I'm huge and strong, I can get it, but he can do a lot of things to me. If he comes into my full guard, however, now we're starting to talk. Now, the guillotine, I haven't changed anything about the grips. Now I can start tapping him. And a position that's even better than here is if he passes into the half guard on the other side, here. Because now his neck's getting all kinked up. And now he's really in trouble. If he's pushing on my face with his other hand, even if I can't get the guillotine, it's a pretty fast route to his back, but I probably will get the guillotine. And finally, if he for some reason passes to side mount on this side, and I block him from coming back with this foot, I can even tap him here. But this is dangerous because he might jump over top of you the whole way to side mount on the other side and undo all your good work. So he can be here and side mount, that's 1, half guard, full guard, that's 3, side mount, or excuse me, half guard, that's 4, or side mount on the other side. And it tightens up as he goes around. So I want you to try this just on your partners to see if it works for you, if it gets tighter as the guy comes around. And then I want you to try this drill. You can use this principle defensively or offensively. To use it defensively, I'm just going to be here. I'm going to move in slow motion like an idiot. I'm going to give him my neck all the time. And as soon as he locks on the guillotine, he's going to sit up and start falling back to guard. I am going to move to the safest position I can, which is here. I do that by passing the leg with my hand and running. If he locks on the other guillotine from the other side, I have to run the other way. At the very least, I should get to half guard, better yet a side mount. It's really tough to get tapped, regardless of how your hands are. So we're going to be here, we're going to be rolling. He's going to eventually come, he's going to lock on a guillotine and start falling back. As soon as he locks on the guillotine, I scramble like hell to come around to the safe side. So give that a try. Just go back and forth, move really slowly. One guy locks on the guillotine, starts to fall back to guard. The other guy scrambles like hell. Okay. He guillotines me, he starts falling back. I pass. There's a so-called Flue choke here, which I first saw Jason Flue do. You come under the head with your hand here, and you link your hand, your fingertips here. If you go too deep, it's too hard to do, you don't have enough room to move. You link your fingertips. From here, I step like this, and I lift my hips up. What that does is it drives my throat, my shoulder, into his throat, and chokes him up. Even if it doesn't work, he freaks out and starts pushing me away, I'm out of the guillotine. But you'd be surprised how often it does work. So just link your fingertips for most people. Come under the head here. Don't go up here, because he can bridge and roll me, which would be bad. So if his body is here, I want my legs to be at 90 degrees to him, not up near his head. But give that a try. So with the Flue choke, I'm seeing some guys, and they're either just trying here with their shoulder and they're not moving their hips, or when they're rolling their hips, they're keeping their hips low. If they're sagging their hips, then there's no pressure up here. It's the lifting of the hips that puts more pressure down on the guy's neck with your deltoid, with your shoulder. So really, you're gonna want to flip your hips and then arch. And you can feel it even just doing it by yourself. As you arch, there's more pressure on your shoulder. So make sure you switch your hips and lift your hips. What has worked for me recently is getting the guillotine in whatever variation you want, whether it's a 10-finger guillotine, guillotining with a wrist, guillotining deep, guillotining with a figure forward arms, doesn't matter. So which way does he want to go? He wants to run to his left, or to his right. As I go back here, he wants to go around that way. So I do the opposite. Go back, please. I'm going to block him. And I'm going to jump for half guard, not for guard. So I'm going to post my far foot and then fall down here, trying to catch him in half guard. From here, it's the exact worst position for him to be in, and he can't run to the safe side. So you can do the same drill that we were doing earlier, where I'm moving slowly. As soon as he grabs the guillotine, he's going to jump and pull half guard on me. So he wants my head to be on one side of his body. He wants my entire body to be. He doesn't want me across. He wants me like this. So you can do that same drill offensively, or use that same concept to pull half guard when you're guillotining rather than guard. Give that a try.